What is up, guys? It is Friday afternoon and we are headed out. We are grabbing some food and then we are headed up to camp for 2 nights, 2 days.
Yeah.
Today is Dakota's birthday, so we are gonna head out and hang out in the forest for a couple days, have some fun. It's supposed to be like 30 degrees where we're headed. It's actually going to be warmer than in town. We brought the mountain bike. We're just going to hike and chill, hang out, have a little winter adventure.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life.
We're about an hour and a half in, stopped for a bathroom break, and it is freezing. It's currently snowing, it's super windy, and probably 20 degrees, maybe?
Probably less.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's perfect camping weather.
Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty with the wind.
Alright, I think we found camp. I'll show you around here in a minute. We're going to get geared up and warm clothes on because it's freezing and go from there. Mia's excited if you can't tell. Windy, huh?
Yeah. Stay. Stay. Okay.
The Scream Queen is really happy.
Calm down.
I think they're pretty happy to be at camp. It's cold. Run up here to show you a little bit. I said I was gonna get dressed and get warm, but oh well. We'll figure it out. So we just drove down the road a little bit. This area is freaking so pretty, it's ridiculous. But we pulled down here and that's where we're gonna park the van. I'm gonna level it off here in a minute with some blocks. But this little hill here is blocking a bunch of the wind once you get down lower. And we got a fire pit. Again, no firewood around, but that's all right. I can drive around tomorrow or something to find some. But we're gonna level Stan off, and the barn doors are on dry dirt, which is really nice, so not as much snow gets in. Not super windy, big old fire pit, and then we'll hike up to the top and probably have just like a crazy sunrise, sunset, you know, negative 10 degrees out, but still worth it. Let's set up camp. I want to run up and show you the top of this hill. But there's a bit of snow. Got my best adventure shoes on. A lot of ankle support, completely waterproof. Just kidding, neither, but let's go see what it looks like. What do you think? You gonna come?
So pretty.
Do you have your shoes on?
They're okay, yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Mine are good.
Oh.
Here comes Captain Blue.
Wow, this is sweet, guys. Check this out.
We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two.
My hand is.
I don't know if you can hear on the mic, we have our sock on, but it's so windy, it's freezing, I'm shaking. It's really cold, but it's so sweet. This is so cool. This would be sweet during the summer. Obviously it'd be crawling with humans, but holy cow, it's so cold. Let's go get warm. It's so cold, but I think we found camp. My feet are now soaked. Dakota's cold, I'm cold. We're gonna gear up, bunch of layers, coats, hats, gloves. I'm gonna put on wool socks and boots. We'll level the van, get everything set up. I don't think I'm gonna set up the canopy. It's just so windy. We'll try to cook in here if we need the light. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Heater, level the van, get the bed made, window covers on. First things first is layers. We did get the van leveled. We're actually like perfectly level. 4 blocks in the back did the trick. Dakota's running around getting shots of the dogs while it's still sunny, I guess, or not dark. But I mean, it just gets better and better by the minute. It's so freaking sweet out here. Stan's looking like a legend. This is totally awesome. It's so cold, but like, you just don't get this. There's no one around. This is so sweet. Mia.
Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time. Driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count.
I used to hate winter because it's cold and I don't like the snow and I don't like being wet and I'm always cold. And normally I would just hibernate in my house, me and Gus. But then I got Mia, who's crazy, as you'll see in this whole video. And I realized that hibernating in the house was not going to cut it. I knew I needed to get used to winter and getting outside, and I definitely don't regret it. Once you have the right gear, the world is your oyster in the winter. So, I don't know, dress warm. Buy clothes that are worth it and get out there.
All right. It is like 6:40. We got in here a little after dark. We just walked around and hung out till dark. Got the heater going and we're in here just chilling like we do in this little area. But I think it's gonna be time to make some dinner. I was gonna try to make it in here on the counter, but it's just kind of a pain and it's already cooked, so it won't take too long. So I'm gonna try to cook it outside. It's gonna be cold. Dakota's just chilling on her iPad, adding some pictures. The pups are out. I'm gonna throw all on the layers to go cook.
Love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time. Driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright.
I got what you need.
Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
You think you need oil or anything?
Let's get out, we can leave this city.
Maybe, because it's cheese.
Let's drive to the
olive oil.
open air.
Frozen.
Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count. Better take my
Freaking delicious. All right, guys, dinner is done. It was tasty. We are stuffed. So we are going to rearrange a little bit, get everything put back together for the night, and I think we are gonna crawl up in bed and maybe watch a movie, maybe read, maybe do whatever, maybe go to bed at 9 o'clock, nice and early.
It's like 8.
Stop telling the truth. Anyway, it was a good day. Drive went smooth. There was a bunch of weather. Staying warm. Dinner was great. Found a sweet campsite. I think tomorrow is going to be really fun. We got some mountain biking, some hiking, a lot of pictures. I think it'll be really good. So we'll catch you guys in the freezing cold morning, maybe with some coffee. Later. Good morning, everyone. It's a balmy 15 degrees. It's a little windy. We woke up this morning with some pretty good sunshine, and now we're kind of getting this cloud cover. Makes it a little colder, but it's not too bad. The dogs are currently running around, getting their energy gone from sleeping all night, and we are gonna make some coffee and then probably walk around a little bit. Are you warm?
Kinda. Could be warmer.
That sun needs to come out. All right, let's make some coffee.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain. Beauty in the Monday. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
Sun is coming back out. We got our coffee. We're just gonna hang out, enjoy it, and drink some coffee.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Let a path.
Came up on the hill to talk to you guys, but it's super windy, so I hope you can hear me. Hope the lighting's fine. Still figuring this all out. But one thing I just wanted to talk about is, you know, it may seem kind of boring or super slow waking up in the morning, just really taking your time and, you know, drinking some coffee. And Dakota and I have just been actually just hanging out in the van. Got the heater on still, but we're just sitting in there with the windows open, you know, just being quiet and watching the outside, drinking some coffee. The dogs are just running around outside, and you know, that's something that's really enjoyable to me and Dakota. I don't ever get to do that. I wake up, you know, super early, 4 o'clock in the morning. I work out, I go to work, and then I come home. It's dark, and that's our life 5-6 days a week. So anytime I can just wake up and drink a cup of coffee, it's just amazing, and it's so enjoyable, and it's just beautiful out here, and getting the morning sunlight in the eyes, and just, you know, thinking about life and plans, and just really reflecting on stuff it's incredible, and it's so enjoyable. One of my favorite things, most favorite things about camping is just waking up with a good cup of coffee and just thinking about life. Well, we're just finishing up our coffee. We're just gonna hang out. We got no real plans or things we have to do today. We'll finish our coffee, wait for it maybe to get warm, or if these clouds don't burn off and the wind stop, it's just gonna be cold, but we'll deal with it. We got a couple things we wanna do. We're gonna hike around, kind of explore. I brought the mountain bike, so I wanna get on that and go for a ride and see how Mia does with the mountain bike. I wanna get a long ride and a long run in this weekend, so I may do that up here instead of back home. But yeah, we're just gonna hang out, do some hiking, do some mountain biking. This is a winter concentration area for mule deer, so we may get up on some of these south-facing slopes and see if we find any sheds, just because we have the time. But we're just gonna hang out here, drink some more coffee, and just do whatever we want.
Yep.
It's a little worse this time. Ready?
Alright, we're all geared up. I got my cool new backpack on that Brady got me for my birthday. It's got water in it, my camera, and that's pretty much it. The dogs are ready to go. We're gonna close up the old home and go find some cool trails.
Out of my mind, how could I be so blind? How could I not see? Awake on the floor, looking up, wanting more. This is so unreal. I must have been wrong. 'Cause your love is strong for him. Why would it not be? He's always there for you. I keep living alone, way so far from home. Free, but ready to flee from this all. Hard to be standing on your own. Hard to be standing on your own. You knocked me down, swept my feet off the ground, left me on the floor. Hard to resist, got me looking like this, like no one before. 'Cause I must be strong. 'Cause this might go.
Alrighty, we are back from our hike. As you can tell, let's go over here and show you. Sun is going down. It's pretty gorgeous out once again. Some pretty sweet colors. It is crazy windy. It's even windier than last night. So we got the van all set up. Dogs are on the bed. The heater's going. Dakota's in there editing all the photos from today. I was up here doing a time lapse, but got the camera now, so I think we're gonna hang out a little while. Maybe wait an hour or so, let it get dark, and then we will cook some dinner and just keep hanging out and doing the thing. Still crazy beautiful out here. Alright guys, we have a little bit of a situation. We were sitting here just hanging out in the van with the heater on, and Dakota was editing and I was just hanging out. And the fridge actually turned off, which it just did again.
Oh no.
You can see that little yellow line is a low voltage warning. It has a low voltage warning to shut off so it doesn't drain the batteries all the way down and cause damage to them. So I checked my battery tender, or my meter on the side of our cabinets, and that is also showing our batteries are low. The super weird thing is we had pretty good sun all day. We have solar panels on the roof, like we should be completely fine. But for some reason the batteries are low. I don't know if the charge controller went bad or whatever, and the fridge is running all day. We still should be fine theoretically, but we currently don't have any battery left. The biggest issue, that's not a huge issue, like we have headlights and stuff, so we'd be fine in the van just hanging out, but it's supposed to be like 12 degrees tonight, and if we don't have the heater, it's going to be really miserable. Yes, we probably could make it through, but the dogs are going to be cold, we're going to be cold, we are not going to get up and be warm. The van does have a DC-DC charger, so I could start the van and charge the batteries, but it's a newish motor and I don't want to just let it sit there and idle for hours charging these batteries, because it does take a minute. So I think we got enough footage to make a video. I think we've had enough fun. So unfortunately, I think the decision is going to be heading out. We're gonna have to drive through the night in the dark. It's not gonna be super fun. Getting out on this bumpy road in the dark is gonna be interesting. That one section is gonna be a little sketchy, but I don't think we want to really hang out in 12 degrees without a heater. Do you?
No.
It sucks though, because we had sweet plans for tomorrow and we were just having a blast being out here. Now we gotta get home late. We're not gonna cook dinner because we're not hungry yet. We can't pull over on the side of the road and cook it. So we don't know what we're gonna do for dinner. It's kind of an interesting situation. I'd want to tough it out, but I just don't think.
It's still yelling at us.
Yeah.
And we have the heater on, so that means it's bound to shut off eventually.
Yeah, it's just gonna not work very well. So this is where we're gonna cut it off, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, and check back in because we're gonna have a lot more of these. We're gonna have full ones. We're gonna get this battery situation fixed and have a ton of fun and do a bunch of different things. But for now, we're out. Thanks, guys.